you wouldn't mind keeping your video off until it's your item, that will help keep our screen nice and clean for our recording.
Okay, welcome to the Tuesday, August 11th, 2020 Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting. This meeting will limit physical access due to the current limitations on public gatherings. Accommodations have been made to ensure that the public is able to participate in the meeting. The public may participate in the following ways. Watch the meeting on Franklin TV or the City of Franklin website. Watch the live stream through the City of Franklin Facebook and YouTube accounts. Call into the conference meeting at 312-626-6799, meeting ID 994-5531-0172, password 636926. Callers will be unmuted and given an opportunity to comment during the meeting at specific times. Limited viewing will be available in the lobby of City Hall to watch the live video. The public may make email comments and questions prior to 4:30 p.m. on the day of the meeting to recorder at franklintn.gov to be read aloud. The city YouTube site is www.youtube.com/user/City of Franklin. Facebook link is www.facebook.com/City of Franklin. And the city website is www.franklintn.gov/Franklin TV. I'm going to call this meeting to order with a roll call of the Board of Mayor and Alderman, and we'll start out with Alderman Barnhill. Present. Alderman Martin. Present. Alderman Bransford.
Present.
Alderman Speedy.
Present.
Alderman Berger.
Present.
Alderman Blanton.
Here.
Alderman Peterson.
Here.
And the Vice Mayor McClendon.
I'm here.
Okay, the entire board is present and accounted for. We'll now start out with the invocation. I'll ask Alderman Barnhill if he would offer an invocation, and following that, I will lead in the Pledge of Allegiance. So, Alderman Barnhill.
Would you bow with me, please? Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight in prayer. Thank you for this great nation that we live in. We know that there are many tribulations and trying times, and that there are many people who are concerned about various things, whether it's COVID virus or whether it's the economy or many other different things. We ask your prayers be with them, be with the sick of the community, also be with the first responders that protect our freedoms, protect our interests, especially the soldiers that go to foreign lands and protect freedoms that we have there. All these many blessings we ask in Christ's name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
The next item has to do with meeting procedural changes. Consideration Resolution 2020-141, a resolution declaring that the Board of Mayor and Aldermen shall meet on August the 11th, 2020 and conduct its official business by electronic means rather than being required to gather a quorum of the members physically present in the same location because it's necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Tennesseans in light of the COVID-19 outbreak. I'd entertain a motion.
Move for approval.
Appropriate motion by Alderman
Second.
Berger. Is there a second? Seconded by Alderman Blanton. Any discussion? Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda is an opportunity for citizens to make comments on items that are not on the agenda tonight. So is there anyone on the line that wants to speak to this body?
Hi, good evening, Board Mayor and Alderman. This is Michelle Sutton. I hope you guys are doing well. Can you hear me?
You have 2 minutes. Go ahead, Michelle.
Great, thank you. It won't take 2 minutes. I just wanted to speak in regards to an issue that came up earlier in the work session in regards to some land on Long Lane across from the Ag Center that's about 25 acres. Just wanted to let you know that Ladd Park HOA Board is conducting a survey of its residents, and they will provide the results to the Planning Commission and during the joint meeting on the 24th of this month. So wanted to let you know that that is forthcoming. There was also a neighborhood meeting last week, and there was a pretty lengthy and I'll say just a lengthy chat, and I think Mr. Gamble can provide that chat with the, and there was also a survey conducted during that chat, and can provide that to you guys as well. I also wanted to state that there are several neighbors, again, we don't know the exact number, but there are a lot that are against changing Envision Franklin. That is our position. It's not a matter of what goes there, but it's a matter of changing Envision Franklin. And also that changing it would violate the guidelines of Envision Franklin as well. So just want you guys to be aware of that. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you, Michelle. Any other comments? Seeing none, we'll now move on to, are there any communications from the Williamson County Commission or the county mayor? I have none. So we'll move on to approval of the minutes from the work session and the Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting from July the 14th, 2020. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Thank you, Alderman Peterson, seconded by Alderman Barnhill. Any discussion? Seeing none?
Consent agenda?
I'm sorry, Alderman Berger.
Mayor, clarify, was this a consent agenda? You cut out for a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're
Minutes.
approving the minutes.
I'm
These
sorry.
are the minutes from July the
That's
14th.
right. I'm sorry.
No
It just
problem.
cut out for a moment. I just want to make sure I was on track. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion on approval of the minutes from work session and Board of Mayor and Alderman, July 14th? Seeing none, we'll start a roll call vote. Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
Alderman Bransford.
Yes.
Alderman Speedy.
Yes.
Alderman Berger.
Yes.
Alderman Blanton.
Yes.
Alderman Peterson.
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. We'll now go to recognitions. And tonight, I have a proclamation concerning Mr. Eddie Woodard, who recently passed. Whereas on behalf of our community, we wish to record our deep sorrow over the passing of George Eddie Woodard. And whereas Eddie faithfully served our city for years as an alderman from 1989 to 1994, as well as director of the Water Management Department from 1994 until his retirement in 2005. And whereas Eddie demonstrated his concern for the welfare and well-being of his fellow citizens by his actions, both in his private life and by his participation in numerous civic organizations and projects, including as president of the Franklin Noon Rotary, a Paul Harris Fellow, and co-chairman of the Franklin Rodeo. And whereas the city is deeply indebted to Eddie for his service to our community, and whereas Eddie's service was given with such devotion that he earned the friendship of the citizens of our community, through his professional leadership and dedication. Now, therefore, in recognition of Eddie's many contributions to our city and its citizens, we hereby express our deep appreciation for his dedication to the progress of this community and extend to his family our sincere sympathy upon his passing. I'd like to ask just for a moment of silence as the board remembers his contributions to the city and the city government. And thank you. We'll now move on to the consent agenda. Unless there's any miscellaneous reports, I see Mr. Stuckey has a miscellaneous report.
I do want to add our sympathies to the Woodard family, as you just shared, but we also had another loss in our water management team this last week. Randy Whitby, who had served the city of Franklin for almost 35 years as a utility crew chief, passed away. He retired in 2018, but he passed away last week. And Randy was just a great guy, a go-to guy, trained many people who served the community and will continue to serve the community for many years to come, and was just somebody that was always there to help and was just a great public servant in his own way as well. So I want to extend our sympathies to Randy Whitby's family and many friends and colleagues here at the city. Thank you.
I know the board would join you in those extending sympathy to the Whitby family and his service to our city. Any other miscellaneous reports? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. All items under the consent agenda are deemed to be non-controversial and routine in nature by the governing body. They'll be approved as recommended by committee or staff by one motion of the governing body. The items on the consent agenda will not be discussed, and any member of the governing body desiring to discuss an item may request it be removed from the consent agenda. Tonight, we're considering items number 12 through 19.
Mr. Mayor, I would request number 12 be pulled, just for clarification, that's all.
Is that in addition to a motion to approve?
Yes, a motion to approve, please.
Thank you. Is there a second, Alderman?
I'll second, and I'd like to also ask that item 16 be pulled for discussion.
Okay. Any discussion on the motion and the items to be pulled? Seeing none, we're ready to vote. We'll start at the bottom. Vice Mayor.
Yes.
Alderman Peterson.
Yes.
Alderman Blanton.
Yes.
Alderman Berger.
Yes.
Alderman Speedy.
Yes.
Alderman Bransford.
Yes.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
And Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously. Next is old business. This is a public hearing. Consideration ordinance 2020-17, an ordinance to rezone 93.32 acres from PD district to planned district for the property located west of Mallory Lane and north and south of West McEwen Drive, located near 4015 Aspen Grove Drive.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, board members. The proposed rezoning to planned district with the revised entitlements is appropriate to achieve the recommendations of the regional commerce design concept as outlined in the Envision Franklin Land Use Plan, and staff recommends approval of ordinance 2020-17.
Okay, now's the time for public to be able to speak. Do we have anybody on the line or any communication regarding this? Seeing none, I declare the public hearing closed and would entertain a motion.
Motion for approval.
Thank you, Alderman Berger. Is there a second?
Second.
Alderman Martin, thank you. Any discussion? Ready to
I have a
vote?
question. Could Joey just clarify exactly what we're voting on so the public would understand what this is? It was a little vague on that, I'm sorry, but Joey, could you just give a little bit better description on exactly what this rezoning entails?
Well, the rezoning is to plan district with a density of 12.7 units per acre, approximately 1.1 million square feet of commercial space, and 315 hotel room keys for the revised development plan that is the following item on tonight's agenda.
Thank you.
Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote? I hear a yes. Alderman Martin?
Yes.
Alderman Bransford?
Yes.
Alderman Speedy?
Yes.
Alderman Berger?
Yes.
Alderman Blanton?
Yes.
Alderman Peterson?
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon?
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item number 6, this is a public hearing, consideration resolution 2020-98, a resolution approving a revised development plan for McEwen Place Town Center PUD subdivision with one modification of standards for consolidated entrance for multifamily buildings for the property located west of Mallory Lane and north and south of West McEwen Drive, located near 4015 Aspen Grove Drive.
Thank you and good evening again. The original concept plan for this property was approved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen on January 11th, 2005. And the most recent revision to the development plan was approved on March 23rd of this year. The applicant is proposing to revise entitlements and change office space to multifamily use. The plan as proposed meets many of the recommendations and guiding principles of Envision Franklin to create a mixed-use pedestrian-oriented development. Multifamily buildings on the property comprise all of blocks D and G. The plan does incorporate some individual ground floor entrances for ground floor dwelling units along Spring Creek Drive as required by the ordinance. However, the applicant has submitted a modification of standards request for consolidated entrances at some locations. So as I was saying, there is one modification of standard request. The applicant is requesting to allow consolidated entrances for ground floor multifamily dwelling units, citing topographical constraints and continuity with approved and constructed neighboring buildings within the development. Section 6.7 of the Franklin zoning ordinance states that facades along a street or internal drive for multifamily buildings shall have individual entrances to all ground floor dwelling units. The applicant has provided additional renderings and supplemental information highlighting the topographic constraints of the sites and how these constraints will impact the ability to comply with the individual entrances for ground floor units. The applicant states that the ground floor units along Aspen Grove Drive will range from 4.5 to 7.5 feet above street level and between 8 and 14.5 feet above street level for units along Jordan Road as a result of the existing site topography. Due to site constraints and to remain consistent with the character of the existing buildings and streetscape of McEwen Place Town Center, staff is able to support the MOS request. Additionally, the applicant will be providing approximately 11 units with individual entrances for those fronting Spring Creek Drive to incorporate the recommendation of Envision Franklin and the intent of the zoning ordinance. So staff recommends approval of MOS number 1, consolidated entrances for multifamily buildings, and overall staff recommends approval with conditions of resolutions 2020-98. Happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Okay, does anybody want to speak to this body tonight at this public hearing on this issue? Seeing none, I declare the public hearing closed. Entertain a motion for approval.
I move for approval.
Appropriate motion by Alderman Berger. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Martin. We'll now go to modification standard 1, which is consolidated interest for multifamily buildings. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Appropriate motion,
Second.
Alderman Peterson,
Second.
seconded by
A second comment.
Alderman Berger. Any discussion on the modification standard or any clarifications needed?
Yeah, just one real quick. Joey, did you say that this is allowing 11 individual entrances? Is that correct?
The exact number is not given at this point. The applicant said that approximately 11 units would have the individual entrances
Okay, good.
along Spring Creek, but
Good.
an exact number has not been given.
Yeah, I totally understand the consolidated entrances for safety and layout. I understand that. But I know that there's some needed individual entrances as well. So around approximately, you're saying approximately 11, correct?
Yes.
Is that covered? Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you very much.
Okay, you ready to, any other comments on modification standard? One. Seeing none, you ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Modification standard approval unanimously approved. We'll now go to the entire motion, the original motion, including the modification standard. Is there any discussion on it? Ready to vote? Vice Mayor McClendon, how do you vote?
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item number 7, consideration of City of Franklin Contract 2020-0144 Parkland Impact Fee Agreement between the City of Franklin and NR McEwen Property Owner LLC for the property known as McEwen Place Town Center. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Thank you, Alderman Martin. Is there a
Second.
second by Alderman Berger. Any discussion? Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item 8, consideration resolution 2020-135, resolution to approve private chapter 57 of the Tennessee General Assembly modifying the City of Franklin Charter relative to the term of lease agreement for real property. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Who was that made the motion?
Five.
I did.
Thank you, Alderman Barnhill. And the second was by the Vice Mayor. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, good. Any discussion? Everybody clear? You ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item 9, consideration City of Franklin Contract 2017-0132 of a revised sanitary sewer reimbursement agreement between the City of Franklin and Clayton Properties Group, Inc., doing business as Goodall Homes with respect to the Shadow Green subdivision PUD. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Thank you,
Second.
Vice Mayor. Seconded by Alderman Barnhill. Any discussion? Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item number 10, consideration resolution 2020-115, resolution requesting a referendum for the annexation of several properties located south of Long Lane, east of Interstate 65, and outside of the southeastern part of the Franklin urban growth boundary by the city of Franklin, Tennessee, establishing a public hearing for September the 8th, 2020. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Alderman Barnhill. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Bransford. Any discussion? Ready to vote? Vice Mayor McClendon,
I vote no.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Passes 7-1. Next is item 11, ordinance 2020-20, an ordinance to zone 340 acres of state residential district for several properties located south of Long Lane and east of I-65, establishing a public hearing for September the 8th, 2020. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you,
Second.
Alderman Barnhill, second by Alderman Peterson. Any discussion? Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Next is item 12, consideration ordinance 2019-39, an ordinance to create Title 12, Chapter 13 of the Franklin Municipal Code, establishing local rules applicable to construction, and to create Section 12-1301 relating to construction work hours. Is there a motion?
Move for approval.
Appropriate motion, Alderman Berger. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Alderman Barnhill. Open for discussion. I think Alderman Berger requested this.
Yes, I just wanted for the people listening in to clarify these hours, because people in my ward are extremely concerned with these hours all the time. And I just wanted it to be reiterated what these hours are, if someone would speak to that. Just for their information.
Mayor, this is Tom Marsh. I'm on the line. Just
Go
to
ahead, Mr.
reiterate,
Marsh.
thank you, sir. I guess a simple statement for the viewers, the listeners, the citizens. The hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is consistent with what we have had for construction hours, and what we were attempting, or what we were doing with this ordinance is to, there's often been discussion about noise and the noise level of construction, and there was some subjectivity relative to noise being generated. And what we're trying to do is make this more simple and administrative, and talk about construction activity in general, and specifically those hours. So
Appreciate that very much, Tom. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? You ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes unanimously. Item number 16, consideration resolution 2020-114, resolution to approve a mural at 509 Hillsborough Road. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval.
Appropriate motion by the Vice Mayor. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Berger. Okay, Vice Mayor, You're recognized.
I don't remember the last time we approved in this fashion a public art or public mural. Perhaps we have, maybe we haven't. I don't remember. But I just want to make sure that we're all on board for the method by which we will do this. It seems to me that putting an item of public art on a consent agenda essentially denies the public the opportunity to participate in a public hearing, other than if they happen to know when and where to go to the Public Art Commission. So I'm not arguing against this particular mural, but I'm a little concerned that we would take a mural from our committee level and then pass it through to the consent agenda like this.
Any other comments?
Mayor,
Alderman Barnhill.
I appreciate what Vice Mayor McClendon has said, and I wrestled with this the last time it came through, and I'm not sure where this goes and where it leads us to, and at this particular time, I'm not going to support this. I don't know. In my opinion, for what little that opinion's worth, I don't think it adds any class to the city of Franklin, and that's basically my comment. I'm delighted that Alderman McClendon pulled that. I actually had overlooked it in the consent agenda, giving all of us an opportunity to revisit that. But I will vote no on this.
Mr. Mayor.
Any other?
I have a
Alderman Berger.
Yes. Let's remember, as a board, we put these commissions together. The commissions are unelected. The people serving on the commissions are unelected. They serve on a commission, and they are to give us advice, and they are to bring us suggestions. We answer to the public. We are the elected officials that answer to the public. They are not. I serve on the Sustainability Commission. We are doing our due diligence with how to save the city money, how to save energy, what makes sense. So when we find those things out, we bring them to you, we bring them to us as a board, and to make decisions on. It is our call. They are doing the hard work. They're out there hitting the streets, doing the meetings, meeting with the people, with the experts, and filtering out all this information. The Art Commission is no different. They're out there trying to bring art to our city, and I really, really appreciate this, because we really have lacked in this area, and I'm glad that we have an Art Commission. So they're there to bring us information, and we are there to ask questions. It is ours to ask questions. We're the elected officials. We are to ask questions of these commissions. Art needs to be done well. It needs to have our approval, and they need to answer to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, to the elected officials. This mural, actually, after I've looked at it, yeah, I did want something like the square on it. I thought coming into Franklin needed one more element of it, but I think it was done well, and I will support this.
Any other comments? Seeing none, ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill.
No.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
Alderman Bransford.
Yes.
Alderman Speedy.
Yes.
Alderman Berger.
Yes.
Alderman Blanton.
Yes.
Alderman Peterson.
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Passes 7-1. I now need a motion to go into executive session.
So move.
Thank you, Alderman Barnhill. Seconded by, thought I heard the Vice Mayor second that one. So any discussion? Ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill.
Yes.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
Alderman Bransford.
Yes.
Alderman Speedy.
Yes.
Alderman Berger.
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Okay, passes unanimously. We'll go into executive session.
Here you go, sir. I made copies. Thank you for that. Get our history record right.
We ready? Okay, are there any matters to be discussed after the executive session? Vice Mayor?
I have a motion, Mayor. It worked out so well for me last time.
You could go on the second leg of your speaking tour.
Well,
Go
it's
ahead
been
with your,
a week since I've been on my speaking tour. I have I move that the city of Franklin make a $60,000 contribution to settle the case of Guerra versus City of Franklin et al.
Second.
appropriate motion, second by Alderman Berger. Any discussion? Ready to vote?
Oh, well, hold on, just to clarify, the city of Franklin's paying 60 and Rockdale's paying 5.
Thanks for the clarification. Is that okay with your motion? And second?
Yes, it's
Good.
the city of Franklin making a $60,000 contribution towards the settlement of the Guerra versus City of Franklin case.
Yes, for a second.
Okay, ready to vote? Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So
Mayor, I have a motion.
go ahead.
I'll recognize the Vice Mayor.
Go ahead, Dana.
No motion.
You left. I need a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Appropriate
Second.
motion seconded by Alderman Barnhill. Any discussion? Ready to vote? There's no discussion on that motion. Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Bransford,
Yes.
Alderman Speedy,
Yes.
Alderman Berger,
Yes.
Alderman Blanton,
Yes.
Alderman Peterson,
Yes.
Vice Mayor McClendon has left the building. Motion passes 7-0. We're dismissed.